Take It Up with Jessica Lee. I'm here with James Burns, who is the Senior Director of Customer Success at Toast. Welcome to the show. How are you, James?
Hi, Jessica. I'm great. Thanks for having me.
You are providing technology to the restaurants business, and that's been hit hard. And but it's a more optimistic time now that we have the vaccine in place. How has the year been for you since the beginning of the spring with the COVID, the pandemic, the shutdown, and now we're in the winter season, but there's hope of opening. Tell us your experience.
Sure. Yeah, Jessica, it's been a wild ride. I can remember vividly our company kickoff back in February, and we were pretty optimistic and pretty gung-ho. And then, as we all know, the things shifted fast in unprecedented ways. The business itself had to make a lot of pivots, but I think luckily we were set up well. We got a strong customer base that is really resilient. We had a lot of really strong innovations kind of lining up in the pipeline. And so when our customers had to make shifts to no dining, indoor dining, outdoor dining, takeout, delivery, all the different iterations in all the different regions, we've had to roll with a lot of punches, and it's been a wild ride. But as you mentioned, I think that there's a lot of optimism right now. I think the industry itself has proven to be really resilient, and our company is definitely, I think, poised for some really exciting things in 2021 and beyond.
Yes, I mean, I've been out when it was allowed. Right now, there's no dining out or in. But when I was at the dining locally here, I had to scan a QR code and then look at the menu, right? Which is new. And then that's also that contactless payment experience. But beyond that, what other innovations are taking place to push the contactless experience, to put the digital transformation even further than QR code and contactless payment?
Sure. Well, I hope you were at Toast restaurants when you were dining out.
I did see the Toast devices. Yeah.
Totally. That's awesome. Yeah. So as you mentioned, right, QR, contactless, pay at the table kind of features is really important. And, to be honest, that's how our company got started, was with this vision of, the founders were talking about it. We're sitting around and they said, hey, why can't we just pay this right now on our phones? Why do we have to wait, to split the bill and all that? And so the story goes, that's how Toast was formed, and you can't just jump to that step. There's this pre-step around, being integrated into the restaurant proper, right? And so it started with the point of sale. So our core offerings around point of sale. And that's sort of the engine of the whole restaurant operations. And then from there, we've had the opportunity to kind of build in a lot of those features that you mentioned, where, the menu is digital, the menu can be online, the menu can be, pulled up with a QR code, the customer can pay, and the payments are all integrated to the restaurant. So there's a lot of those steps that take a while to get set up. And that's something that again, those are some of the innovations that we had started on and that we're continuing to iterate as we, help our customers prepare for what's to come and kind of how they need to evolve their businesses.
I feel like, personally, for me, I'm a visual person. So if I can look at the menu on the phone, it's not bad, but it's kind of small and it's hard to see as you get older. And also, when I'm a visual person, I love to see pictures of the items.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I can see there's a room to improve the customer experience, the dining experience, beyond what's available right there on the phone.
Absolutely.
Do you agree?
Totally. And those are some of the triggers, Jessica, that are exactly the sort of evolution that we're trying to take at Toast, right? We know through our large customer base, we know what some of the signals for success are, right? We know the customers that, have high color images can sell more. We know, that some of the better practices that we can share out with our customers, right? And so those are some of the steps that we take in customer success to try to help drive that adoption, help drive that kind of customer love, to help our customers succeed. And so I think that's one of the real differentiators of our platform and of a cloud-based platform is that we can see how the restaurant is operating. We can see how they're adopting. We can see into what's going on inside their restaurant, and we can then make suggestions and focus and help them do things that'll really help, drive their business.
Yes, and at the same time, I do understand the pain point from the restaurant owner's point of view, where they're having less revenue from people not coming to eat out as much, and at the same time, they have to invest in more cleaning services, more cleaning products, and then additional technology to transform that experience into contactless and go into the cloud and all that. So it is a tough situation. How are you helping your clients to survive this dark period?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I think, we've had to see restaurants shift many times in the last few months. Places that never would have thought they had, needed to have an online presence now do, fine dining establishments that are doing takeout. And so I think, that's been from a thought leadership standpoint, that's been something that we've been trying to help our customers think through and go through a lot of social presence, through a lot of marketing. And then even, more tactically, we've been in the front lines advocating for, political intervention, as well as, offering our customers straight up bottom line, SaaS relief across the board, offering some of our digital products like online ordering and Toast marketing free of charge, really doing everything we can to keep the industry thriving and to help our customers be successful, even non-customers, get access to our tools,
Mhm.
to keep them running.
Have your customer success managers needed to be a crying shoulder for clients?
Without a doubt, it's funny you say that. We were talking earlier about the Toast team, and a large percentage of the team, I think it's something above 70%, have worked in restaurants, and the empathy and the degree of connectedness that the Toast team has with our customer base is very, very real. You can feel it on the phone. You can see it in the transcripts of the calls. And so that's, we've always talked about that as a differentiator. But yeah, I mean, our team gets the restaurant industry, and we want we do endeavor to, make sure our customers know we have their back. We're focused on restaurants. They're such an important part of our culture, of our communities. And I think as a result of that, we've really, we don't cover other areas, right? Like covering restaurants is important. And, we know that customer base is unique and has unique demands. And so we're really striving to serve that and serve it in the best way we can.
Yes, I think the culture, I must ask you about that, because I know that when the pandemic became fully known as a very dangerous situation in the spring, your company had to lay off people, right? How has the culture evolved during this time? Because yes, you have to lay off, but now you're hiring. You're back to this level of employee level, about 1,000 employees.
Sure. I mean, I joke about it, but we got to really enjoy a lot of hyper growth before the pandemic, and it was a really exciting ride. And then obviously, things changed, and they changed fast. Our customer base was hit hard, and our team was hit hard. But I have to say, like, I think that the innovations and the setup that we had made much prior, like, helped set us up so that we could navigate it. And I'm proud to say, I think that the culture, it has stayed really strong. We're really anchored in our core values around helping restaurants thrive. And I think the team itself has always, and especially during trying times, has always anchored around the idea that we have an opportunity to really transform an industry that had been underserved, to deliver, this suite of products at this time is a really meaningful, impactful calling. And, as a result, you can feel it on the floor, when we're in an office, and you can feel it virtually. the team gets it. And I think that there's a lot of positive momentum heading into the new year.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling hopeful, and really looking forward to being able to go out and eat and have fun like before.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, and I'm so happy to hear that you are innovating to help the restaurants evolve and making the customer dining experience even better. Um, we talked about how making it safe with contactless, but we also talk about how do you make it so that it's a lot more fun to do the self-service of looking at the menu, looking at the different dishes, and feeling the appeal of it using digital technology and capabilities to give you that experience.
Yeah, there's a lot of innovation on our team. We've got a lot of really exciting products upcoming. Our R&D, our product teams are excellent. So when we have our kind of forward-looking planning sessions, I got to tell you that they feel like Apple releases. There's a lot of excitement around what we can do for the restaurant community at large, for employees at the restaurants, for guests. There's a lot of guest-facing innovation. So in general, there's just there's a lot of really exciting things coming.
Is there something you can share with us that's gonna show up in the market next year?
Oh man, that's a loaded question. I'll share one that's coming real soon that we've had that we're evolving on that I do think is worth talking about and is a pretty exciting one. Pre-COVID, because of the relationship we have with our customers, we were able to launch a product called Toast Capital, where restaurants could request short-term loans to make upgrades to their restaurant, or cover a shortage if their oven breaks. That customer base often may be underserved in terms of like their ability to access capital. And because of our relationship with them and the depth of the knowledge we have on their operations and their data, we have been able to help them through some of those things. So we had that pre-COVID, and it's evolved a bit. And now in a post-COVID world, we've got another product that kind of meets that need as well. And so I think that's a pretty exciting one. And it sort of shows the innovation and kind of the breadth of the Toast reach, is that because we know our customers so well, and we're attempting to give them best practices, and we're trying to stay on top of everything that they need to run their business. That's a really maybe out of the box one that has nothing necessarily to do with food itself, but does have to do with kind of their health and their ability to grow and thrive and really succeed.
That makes a lot of sense. So because you have detailed experience knowledge, you can then judge the risk and provide that capital to help on the financing side.
Yep.
Very smart. Well, it's been a pleasure to talk with you, James. Thanks for being on the show to talk about Toast, the innovation. And I know your website is called toasttab.com for those who are looking for more information.
Awesome. Thanks, Jessica.
There you have it. Take it up with Jessica Lee, James Burns from Toast.